Hi everybody, I'm Andrew Smith of the Charlesworth Group and I'm based in the UK.
Hello, hi everyone. I'm Ling. I'm based in Beijing, belong to the CS team.
So the aim of today is we wanted to create a video to show you WeChat and all the different functions and features that are available on WeChat. So you have an idea what it looks like, what you can do, and actually how it kind of works in everyday life. So Ling and I are going to have a conversation. We're going to show you a bit of WeChat and we're going to talk you through it. This is the first time we've tried one of these videos, so let's see how it goes. If it works, we're going to do some more. The aim in this is just to talk about WeChat itself, but we are planning another video around marketing, what we do with our clients, and some of kind of hints and tips around WeChat marketing. But for this video, we're just going to show you a tour of WeChat. So Ling, I really wanted to start with just kind of an overview of WeChat, really. Do you want to explain what it is and how it came about, what you use it for?
Yes, so WeChat-based services allows people to exchange text and voice message with their friends and family. Also in the group chats, it also provides other services in our daily life, which provide a new way for the self-media and individuals to dissemination their informations. Also, WeChat include everything people need, like paying bills, booking transport, and hotels. Yeah, as everybody can see in the slides, there has some key metrics of the WeChat. Nowadays, WeChat is including 1.67 billion monthly activity users, and 83% of the users depend on the app for the work purpose. And also, there has over 1 million mini program in the WeChat. So WeChat for Chinese people is very important and it's really connected with our daily life and including with our friends and community. Yeah.
Thanks. And I
So
mean, there's some impressive numbers on the slide, just the sheer number of users. Pretty much everybody in China has WeChat. And then I think the thing that has always stood out is that WeChat's used for business, but also for personal life. There's no, in the way that I would use LinkedIn and then I would use Instagram, say, WeChat's very much one super app that is used for all purposes. Okay, great. So I'm sharing my screen now on my phone. We're going to use my phone as I use WeChat purely really for business. So, there's a lot of business conversations and I've added in a few WeChat groups that are either in publishing or kind of common brands that are available in China that you'll recognize as we go through this. So I wondered, Ling, if you could kind of talk us through really what we're seeing here. So this is the main message screen, and do you kind of want to describe how you use this and kind of the communication aspects of WeChat to begin with?
yes, as everyone can see, there has a full button in the below. So there is a contact page, contact list. Second one is contact list, and third one is discovery page, and the fourth one is the me. And in the discovery page are more which allow user to check their friends dynamic or internet dynamic. And in the me page is provide some of the service, including about the paying bills and this QR code, and it's related to myself or my client. And also after logging to the WeChat on cell phone, when you're selecting the me, in the lower right corner, so click on the column, so you can see there has some of the nicknames, QR code, and business card. When scanning the QR code, it will provide some of the basic information for other parties WeChat, and people can add the QR code as your friend, and also you can use the QR code to pay the bills. in the online, mainly in the offline stores. Yeah. So it's quite convenient for us in our daily life when we spend money.
And I think that the QR code is one of the real big differences with WeChat, in that I rarely scan a QR code here in the UK, but obviously in China, when you pay for things, when you access content, when you open a mini program, it's pretty much QR codes all the time, whether I'm scanning it or whether it's within some content. So I wanted to go back to the chat screen, because I think this is kind of the key piece of content that people will view, and certainly from a marketing point of view, this is where we spend a lot of our time. So obviously within chats, you can see chats from my colleagues, from my friends that come in here, and then I can follow different groups as well. So you can see some well-known brands that I'm following at the moment. But there's two types of account. There's two ways of being able to contact followers within WeChat. And I wondered, Ling, could you kind of talk through a little bit around us, maybe a service account first, and then we can move on to the subscription account.
Yes, of course. So let's start with the service account. So service account provides organizations with more powerful business service and users management capability, mainly in the service interactions. So the most powerful function of the service account is to insert WeChat Pay, which we talked before about the QR code. That means customer can buy something in the mini program. Because of this function, it also allows business to analyze their users' behavior and also the users' interest content. But also there has a limitation about the service account. It's not easy to find on the user's WeChat phone because it shows the service notification box. And also there has another limitation is the type account can only send 4 messages each of the month. The second one I want to go through is about the subscription account.
So I'll just go into
subscription account.
And I think what's interesting about the subscription account is, obviously for a service account, if I get a message, it's here, so it's really visible to me. Subscription accounts are up here, and I will know when I've got a message from a subscription account, and you can see that I follow pretty much all the publishing ones. But if I just go into one account, we can take a look at that, and then we can have a conversation. Oh, hang on, just go back. So, there it is. So, yeah, do you want to talk through the subscription account, Ling?
Yeah. So subscription account provides a new way for media and individual to disseminate the information. So the main function is convey information to users on the WeChat side, and in the user side, which is easy to follow. Also, subscription accounts can link to the mini program and also allowing business to provide additional service to their followers. So it's quite convenient, yeah. And people also can very easy to saw the message, just pop out on the WeChat contact page.
And I think the key thing is the content, isn't it? So with a subscription account, I can send multiple pieces of content through every month, but with the service account, I'm limited to 4. So services accounts are great for linking with different services, so payment services, e-commerce. They're very easy to link to our gateway product, for instance. But subscription accounts are great for marketing because you can share different pieces of content regularly throughout the month. And both the service account and a subscription account, me as a WeChat user can follow those accounts, and then I can receive those posts regularly. Now I wanted to go into and take a look at that, but before we do that, do you want to kind of talk through some of the menus? Because obviously we can see within the account the post itself, but there's other things that we can do here, isn't there?
Yes, in the menu sections we can we can also see both in the service and subscription account. So each account allowing to create the 3 main menus with 5 sub-menus of each. So it will allow the the client to show the whole range of the resource to the Chinese user, and also consider to the language barrier to the foreigner publisher. Charlesworth do provide the WeChat backend with website, so our clients can check the WeChat ongoing data on our website.
Yeah, so you can have web links on here, but you can also pin posts, so I can go straight into a post, or you can have different messages that are built into it, or links to a mini program, and mini programs we'll talk about in a bit. Great. So obviously what I can see here on the Charlesworth account is a post. So this came through on Friday at 11:30. And within this, you can kind of see we've got our headline post here, which is the big image. And then you've got three other articles below it. If I click into the main headline post, it will open up like this, and I'll put the translate on as well, so you can kind of see what this is about. But do you want to talk through what makes a great post? Because this is one of the questions we get a lot is, what's the difference between a post and a tweet? Can we reuse content from LinkedIn on WeChat? And I suppose my answer is always, it's a bit different. I see it as a kind of a short blog, typically. Do you want to kind of talk through what a post is from your perspective and what makes a good post?
Yeah. So definitely, I agree. Your opinion is more like the blog, and as you can see, there has the hashtag in the front of the post. So WeChat do allows insert the hashtag in the every post, which is allow users quite convenient to find when they review our subscription account or the service account. So in the post, we normally recommend our clients maximum as 800 to 1,000 Chinese words, because we need to consider users' reading habits, and the content could be promote the single journals or in the collections. Well, it really depends on clients' resource, and we can make the different strategy to different customer. And in the bottom of each post, we recommend to adding the QR code and the links that allow users to jump to the client's website. The core thing is here is provide more options to our clients, and also provide more options to our users and let them to select if they would want to jump or not.
Yeah, and I think there's a few things that we tend to also point out, in that you can have a set template for a post. So our template is relatively simple at Charlesworth, but I've seen some brands that really put a lot of time into some design here. You can have images, you can have videos embedded. As Ling was saying, you can have links to previous articles, so we've got those here. One of the things that I point out a lot is you can't have URLs embedded within the post itself. What you can have is at the bottom, you can have a QR code. So this one links through to our customer service. You've got the details of Charlesworth Author Services, contact us, and then at the bottom, right at the bottom, you can have an external link, and that external link can then go out to your website. But obviously that's going to be at the bottom of the post. Within WeChat, you can see who has read the full article, so who's read 100%, who got to the bottom of it. But obviously your conversion rate on links is going to be lower than, say, if you could embed it right at the top. And that's one of the key things to point out. WeChat is a environment in itself, and WeChat wants to keep you within WeChat. As a referring traffic platform, it's not always particularly high because of the way it's designed. Tencent and who own WeChat want to keep you within the environment, so it's hard to drive clicks from WeChat to external sites. Certainly possible, but that's not one of the big drivers behind the platform. And then I'm just looking at the bottom of the post here, Ling. So obviously I can see number of people who've read this. So we released this Friday. We've had 500 followers who've read it. But one of the key things with WeChat is obviously a lot of it's about discovery, right? So it's people who read posts that they follow, but also find posts that their friends have shared in different ways. So I wonder if you could just kind of talk us through the options at the bottom here with share, favorite, wow, which is the little star, and then like at the end there.
Yeah, so the first one is the share. So that is allowed users to share the post to their personal moment or share to with their friends or with the group's chat. So the favorite is means people favorite these posts, and this post would be recommend to other users, friends, or in the there. I thought there is a favorite column, and people when click into the favorite module, and they can see the bunch of the recommendations things. And the wow is that article can be recommended to the look and see features and will be visible to other friends. And I thought there has the bookmarking. Bookmarking is the process of the placing an article in one of the WeChat's favorite folders for easy subsequent reading. And the last one is the like. Like means people, you can see how many people like these posts. Yeah.
And then if we think about how to discover content, there's a few ways. So if I just kind of go back to me, we've got moments here, which is like a social media wall. I wondered if you could just talk a little bit about moments and how I share content onto moments. And I can see we've got favorites there. So if I favorite it, you can see where my favorite content is.
Yeah. Yeah. So when people share the post to their moments, and that is allowing these people's friends can see what it shares. It's more like the Twitter when you retweet something, and your followers can see what you retweeted. So yeah.
And then obviously you can share it to chats. You can share it to group chats, which would be over here. And then while search traditionally has not been one of the bigger channels, they've certainly improved search a lot in the last year, and we're seeing a lot more search volume come through from posts. So where you see those hashtags, obviously you can search and it can bring the content back. What's your view on search, Ling? Are people searching more for content, finding content more through the search feature now?
Yes, of course. For me, if I as for me, I'm the user in the WeChat. I use the search tools really often than other search engine. I mean, it's quite convenient because WeChat embed these search tools. People can use this tool to search anything they want. When account publishing something, it will leave the mark. So this is also can bring the traffic in the account.
And that's
So
changed.
yeah.
Yeah. I was just going to say that's changed a bit as well, hasn't it? In that a year ago, search
Yes, of course,
wasn't such a big thing.
yeah, it can avoid. And as you can see, yeah, here is a lot of things you can read.
Oh, this is the #1 search term at the moment, apparently, I think, on WeChat. So obviously, that brings back content, it brings back video, but I can also look whether there's an official account here, which there isn't, and a mini program, which we'll discuss at the moment. So there's a lot of different options here. And it's worth saying that WeChat content isn't indexed within Beidou. So if I want to find WeChat content, I need to come to WeChat to do so at the moment. But I can find web content via WeChat. So that is indexed further down via its own search engine, which previously was called Sogo. So I'm just going to go back out of search, and then I just want to, we're going to probably do another session on mini programs because there's a lot to talk about with mini programs. But Do you want to? We've mentioned it a few times, so I think we should probably just mention what they are. So mini programs. If I click mini, do you want to just provide an overview of kind of what I can do with these?
You mean the mini program, what we can do for the mini program?
Yeah, so just what a mini program is, I suppose.
Yeah. So mini program is more about the paying things, or I can to follow the things. It's more about WeChat Pay to be, as you can see in your mini program contact list, there has a Nike, and you can order food, you can paying for the goods and service, and also online and offline the stores, and also you can booking the taxi, I mean, and other like in the transport, and
This
it
is my
is very strong.
was
Yeah,
the taxi
it's very convenient. I thought you even can. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, and also there has also provide some of the financial management, the life site service, transportation, shopping, too
That's all.
many.
Let me I'll
Yeah,
just go back
things
out that.
in the.
So a mini program is kind of an app within WeChat. So WeChat's an environment, and you can download pretty much anything you want in terms of an app. So an app can do e-commerce, and it can do anything else that you want. But in terms of, if we go back to that original slide, why are people using WeChat in the numbers that they are? Why is its penetration as large as it is? Why is it across all demographics? I suppose the answer is here, isn't it? Which is the services. And do you just want to talk through that again, just a little bit more about what you can use
Yeah.
WeChat for? This is the super app, right?
So,
This is, you can do anything.
yeah. So it's very, very, very strong than when compared with the Westerns. I mean the app, to be honest. So as everybody can see, you can doing the financial management, I mean the credit card repayment, wealth management, insurance payment, and also you can see there has a live service. You can pay your mobile phone top up, payment about your life bills, and also you can find the government, the mini program in various cities, and also is provide the medical and healthcare, and also you can to see there is the go to visiting the doctor in the, I thought in the there has a government,
I may
you
not
can
have
see
that
there in the health, and also they provide the transportations, allow users to buy train or air ticket, and also booking taxis, booking hotels, and shopping. Yeah, of course, you can find a lot of things in here. Yeah, this is the DD, which is Chinese Uber, and people can booking the taxis just in the WeChat. So again, is really, really, really strong when connect with the Chinese daily life. So yeah, so everyone, I think everyone is have the WeChat in China. Yeah.
Yeah, the figures certainly bear that out. And yeah, here we go. This is the brand mall within it. So the e-commerce side, you can purchase pretty much everything you want from all the brands that you recognize here. Excellent. Oh, well, thanks, Ling, for talking us through WeChat. That was kind of just an overview of what it looks like, what you can do with WeChat. And then the next video, we're going to attempt to talk a little bit more about the marketing side, how you can market to people via WeChat, some of the metrics, and then some of what we can help you with at Charlesworth.